make an announcement.
And boop, we are live. Here we are. Oh my God, Darby's back. Hello, Darby.
Hey!
Welcome to the Palm and the Fist. Yes.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Calorie Misadventures episode 1,
Go watch it.
That now. This is not
Go
going
watch
to
it
make any
now.
sense
It's
without
so
it.
good.
So
It's so good. Go watch it.
go check it. They fuck over Kenneth Ward. We all doing good tonight. Today has been crazy for all of us, it seems, in some way or another. And the insanity will continue into this D&D session. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. Okay. Anything we want to go over before we jump right in? Does the audio sound good?
I can't hear. Is the music on? Is it just waves right now?
It's thunderstorm. You raise it just a bit. How's that?
I hear it. We're good.
It might also be. You can check the level of the sound for just yourself on.
Oh,
the
I
Watch
was checking
Together.
on Twitch.
Holy crap, Jason!
okay.
Jason, you're getting like a fucking perfect attendance, man. What's up? Welcome to the table.
Hello.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Jason, you get an A in Twitch follower.
Literally, yes. Literally incredible. Can I reward
gonna
channel
make
chat
points to
member.
people? Can I just give channel points
Yeah.
away? I don't think I can.
Yeah, you should give channel. Yeah,
Give him all the blanket tokens.
I don't think I can give blanket tokens. I
Give him the
can't.
Make a
scrungle
specific
points,
little-
the scrimble.
We should make a little guy for Jason. That's
Yeah.
like, it's the Bagman giving him an A+.
That's
Yes.
I'll work
funny.
on
It
it.
is
Oh,
bad.
I'll
cute.
try it.
Bagman gives grades.
The
Yeah,
Bagman
Moss can
gives
just do that
grades.
right now.
Okay.
Yes,
I didn't mean
Lord.
literally. I meant you have the skills to do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Here, okay. Well, then I'm gonna do a quick redeem in honor of Jason. We're gonna do a deep and cleansing breath before we hop right in. Anything else you want to go over before we hop in?
Oh,
No.
Oh,
No.
what is this?
Nah.
What is
Deep and
this?
cleansing breath. From Rubel Gaki.
Subscribe to. No, get out of here, Apple TV. Don't subscribe to Apple TV.
Don't subscribe to Apple TV.
boo.
You get channel points to subscribe to
Everybody-
Apple TV? No, fuck that.
Everyone boo in the comments. Boo.
Boo, boo you Apple TV. Honestly,
Boo.
get these fucking advertisements out of all of my streaming services and all my fucking like video services. They're just Discord is now promoting Valorant. Like, get the
Boo.
fuck out of my messaging app. Like, what are you talking about?
Boo. Boo. I don't want to be a Valorant.
Exactly. All right. So, without further ado, I think it's time we hop right in. We want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
and yes.
Yeah, sure.
Then
Yay.
a deep and cleansing breath before we hop right in. Sound good?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody, please join me. And everything after the breath is canon. Now, the summary is going to be a little bit weird. One, because I didn't write one, and two, because I have to summarize a lot of stuff. But we are right after the tail end of the largest heist Western waters potentially have ever seen. What was it? 18,000 gold having been acquired from the Feast Temple, from the Well, this piratey Vegas-inspired city. And our lovable pirates, bless you, almost got off scot-free if it wasn't for one small hiccup in the plan. Kenneth Ward, the octopode rogue, kidnapped Cowrie mid-heist, causing the rest of Moch, Rahi, and the Duke to leave them behind, not knowing when they would see them again. In Misadventures Cowrie Part 1, it was revealed that Cowrie was taken to the Molar Isles, specifically to the Pier Point Hotel in Gangplank Crossing, a week's journey away from the island of Turnaround, under the care of Kenneth Ward, who has the intention of returning them to their father in the underhand and to sell the loot of Tholthotar I to finally get enough money for him to retire. Cowrie immediately objected and decided to steal most of his things before running away, meeting the troll, the slaver lord of Gangplank Crossing, before heading back down to the docks of the Molar Isles. Now, cutting back over to Moch, to the majority of our lovable pirates, Olive sadly passed away, but came back to life after meeting Ongo's employer, the accountant, the man in black, and revealed why Ongo has been following the crew around. Each of our crew members has died, some in more direct ways, others in, again, more mysterious ways, but all were important enough to be brought back by certain gods as profits in a way. Or in Mud's case, we're going to get into that a little bit later. But for the rest of you, it was revealed that the Man in Black needs to contract your help to kill people who have defied death itself. That being MRPHD, the All-God Cleric, and Captain Imdago, enemies of each of you for one reason or another. But with that, Olive came back, investigating Kenneth Ward's book, learned that learned that Kenneth Ward's intention was to sell the loot to the Cinta Pleasure, meaning that you guys had to head to the Underhand, but wanted to stop in the Molar Isles first to get supplies, right as the Fury was rolling around. Now, to finish off this recap, just to do one little bit of railroading, you guys were able to make it, or at least her, Mud, and Olive, along with Rahi and the Duke, were able to make it to the Molar Isles just in time before the Fury would have made the storms horrifically dangerous. Coming to dock in between two massive man-of-wars. These incredible piratey naval warships, one being labeled the Hypocrite and one being labeled the Thicket, or something. I forget I named the other one, but I don't have the notes in front of me. With that, you guys come to dock as your ship is rocking back and forth horrendously. You are having to hold onto the walls, moving side to side, and Cowrie, you see the Exterminator come to rest in between these two warships. Now, Cowrie, I have to ask you first and foremost, or Darby, does Cowrie run to the Exterminator?
There is a moment where Cowrie is about to, and then is like, oh, we're okay, no. We're surrounded by terrible people. And I'm gonna try and play it cool and stroll. I'm gonna be so normal.
You're going to be so incredibly normal as you are walking.
Normal.
Give me one quick dex saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Are you still just disguised as Clyde David?
I am in disguise.
David
Clyde
Clyde
David!
David.
Thank you. I was thinking I could not for the life of me remember the stupid name I came up with.
What do you mean? That's a great name.
A 24 for Clyde David.
A 24? The buoyant wooden docks underneath you are being hit with... as the winds are hitting you, the waves are moving up and down with such ferocity that you are like being tossed into the air, hitting the ground, moving, but you are so quick and slippery. And also, to interrupt really fast, right as you make it to the Exterminator, Moss, in an incredible feat of artistic invention, has already finished our newest emote.
You're fucking lying.
What are you talking about?
Fucking joking.
Then
It
with
says A+ best boy.
Shit!
Cowrie, you make it to the Exterminator. Again, the ladder is almost hard to grab onto because the ship is like either 5 feet below you or 15 feet above you with how much these docks are shifting.
I am... It's like, I'm thinking of like the, I don't know why this is what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like the playground bridges that go like this when you
That's exactly what it's like. Yeah, that's actually a great. As someone who's been on docks when it's been raining, that's exactly what it's like.
And I'm just slowly making my way.
Like
well,
a slip and slide from hell.
yeah. as at normal of a pace as I can while not being tossed into the sea to the Exterminator.
Okay, you just climb on board.
I am doing so cautiously because I know I don't look like me, but I don't want to drop my disguise yet.
I got it. Cautiously, not trying to be like a boarding party or whatever. For the rest of you, for her, Mud, and Olive, you are all able to walk around, and him's like, "We have to stop to dock," as he's like running around like a cargo is moving everywhere here. And him then goes, "Unless, Captain, you wish to take on the storm." He just speaks to all of you.
No, dock the ship.
Lay anchor! And he
I chuck the anchor overboard.
just picks it up, SpongeBob style, like he's fucking Larry from the beach weightlifting. Just throws it overboard. You guys come to dock, you stop, you're able to tie everything down, and although the ship is still very violently moving around, you guys are now anchored into Gangplank Crossing for the next anchored into the supports underneath Gangplank Crossing and the Molar Isles for the next 4 days. For the next 4 long rests, you are basically not able to leave unless you want to take on the Fury. Okay?
Yeah.
How's her doing with like the Fury? Like, is there anything like since it's here now?
Give
I
me
know
a
before,
quick,
like-
give me a quick charisma saving throw and beat a 5.
Oh no.
You have inspiration, Gab. From
That does
Jasmine.
not count. That's
It
Yes, it
totally
did.
does.
Yes, it does.
It's an 18.
An 18.
Yay.
You feel totally fine. And actually, Rahi. Yeah, Rahi's fine as well. You guys are like on the fringe edges of the storms, kind of surrounding the Fury. Like you're not inside of it yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, and as you guys are all kind of like rushing around the ship, you guys like kind of come up like mud, kind of throwing the anchor overboard. You guys helping out with like the helm, like tying down the sails. You are able to see this like lanky elvish cowboy has entered onto the deck of your ship.
I say, it's Driftwood. It's Driftwood. It's Driftwood. Hi, you guys all. I was so worried that you're all okay. You all okay? Okay. I'm so glad you're here.
Run and hug this big lanky figure. Are you alright?
Yes, I am okay. I was asleep for most of it, to be honest. I woke up today, kind of overestimated the tranquilizer he used. He's here. He's here in the Pierpont Hotel was where I left him.
Good. Here, come. Let's all go below deck. Let's discuss below
Okay.
deck.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anybody like on the docks or anybody?
Yeah, go ahead
follow
and give me a
them?
perception check. Yeah.
Guidance.
Wow.
Ow! I hit myself too hard.
I did myself
That
too
means you're
hard.
strong, not weak.
Okay, hold on.
Did I also do a perception
That's
check or give
a
the help
26.
No need. I'll say that you're all able to recognize this. You guys come to dock, and you are able to notice like mud. Like you guys are like moving down into like the bowels of the ship. But before you all like kind of descend fully, you're able to notice that there are like crews working on the thicket and working on the hypocrite alongside you. And you're able to hear like a pounding of like heavier feet walking down the dock, probably about like maybe 20-30 yards away, and you're able to see a large like hooded figure, like easily about like 7 feet tall, like wide in the shoulders, like kind of walking down, like followed by like workers and like security, coming towards like either the warships or your ship. You really don't know. But besides that, that's all. That's who you're able to spot. With the 26, Kenneth Ward is not on your ship. He's not anywhere
Or
on your
just,
ship
like,
right now.
Anywhere like on the docks, like anybody who might have followed. Like,
In
like,
terms
I'm
of
looking outward too.
no problem. Kenneth Ward is nowhere within 120 feet of you guys. It's like because also you just got here. That would be insane if he is somehow already tracking you guys down.
He is on my back.
Because I
feel really heavy.
Did you steal everything from him, Cowrie?
Oh. So I pull his bag, his holster, his gun. I got everything except for one of his guns. He was in the bath.
And his monocle. You didn't get his monocle either.
I didn't get his monocle.
I would like to cast. Can I do this? This is a spell I can do. I don't know.
Also, you guys move below deck, obviously.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Never mind. That's a Hathor thing. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have locate person.
It's locate objects.
Okay.
It's level 2. But it's within 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
And so that might be a good way for us to,
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like you
I'm
guys-
still only technically a level 2 druid, so.
But you guys got out of the well, okay? Everything
Yeah.
was
Yes.
okay?
Thanks to
Yeah.
you, it seems.
I don't know, thanks to me. I was worried that I screwed you guys over when I got snatched.
Not at all. If anything, you bought us time to escape. So
Okay.
Here. And Mud will
Oh.
hand you your sending stone.
Oh, man. Thank you, Mud.
Oh, and I will hand you the purple bag that normally has the bag bag.
Oh,
I-
man.
Oh, and I will hold up Ken's book and be like, I'm making a copy with the other book.
Oh,
How
shit!
far along? How far along have I gotten on copying everything from one book to the other?
Go ahead and give me like a sleight of hand check.
Guidance. I'm sorry. I only have a +1.
How neat or messy is Mud's handwriting?
We're about to see.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
This feels important. That's not much better. 11.
Okay. Well, within 11, I'm gonna say that you're maybe like an eighth done with it.
Okay.
And like it is legible to people that know how to read well. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's very scratchy.
Yes,
I
very
think
much
Mud
so.
almost holds a pencil like this.
Kaori looks at it and goes, "Oh, you're writing in code. Awesome. That's a great idea."
Yes, that's a great idea. A great idea, Mud.
Man, that's cool.
So, tell us everything. What happened? Did he hurt you?
No, he was, I think that he was, so for a couple of reasons that he took me. I woke up in the Pierpont Hotel. He was holding me there. He said that he was going to deliver me to Bahono, and I assume leverage that for some kind of favor or fee. I saw that he had taken my loot, and I assume was trying to bring that to Cinta Pleasure.
Do you have that?
Yes, I got everything of mine back, and
Oh.
most of his stuff as well.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember
Nice.
what else important I learned.
Delilah.
Just the D. I was gonna say.
What one thing he did mention, you guys all remember Delilah, right? Who we met,
Yeah,
in the
with
arbor.
the chicken that wasn't a chicken.
Yes. So, during the Battle of the Bards, in everything that happened in all of the chaos after I started playing the lute, apparently Delilah died, but she was brought back somehow, and essentially is teaming up with a group of people to hunt us down and kill us.
We saw some of that in the book.
Oh
Yes. Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hard jacket her and someone named Nobody.
Okay. Interesting. But so we've
Yeah.
got that as well happening.
Nobody's a pit fighter.
Yes.
Cinta's heading to the underhand. Ken was gonna give the weapon and Kaori to it. Probably you to Bahono and the weapon to
Yep.
whoever
Yes.
it is.
Exactly right.
The dwarf
Yes.
who's like the 18th or the 23rd of the
False
yeah.
auditor. Yes.
yeah.
Oh, and you should probably know this, Kaori. Olive met the accountant.
Ongos?
Yes, I had a discussion with Ongo's patron, I guess is the word.
Oh.
So yes, oh Lord, where are all my notes?
You can just say that you relay everything if you want.
Yeah, well, Darby wasn't here.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I watched that stream I watched.
Okay.
I tuned in for that.
Oh, right.
We have our own
Yeah.
lore that we
Yeah.
each need to catch up on.
I relay everything, but I leave out the fact that we've all died
Okay.
before.
But you did tell me. But you did tell
Sorry.
me Mud that, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay, just checking.
How did did this person like find you guys? Were they in the well?
No.
No, so Ungo came to us and said, as in his own, Ungo can talk, he just chooses not to. Yes, so in his way, he asked one of us to talk. In hindsight, I probably should have asked who we were talking to or what he meant by all that, but I volunteered and I was dead for a moment because in order to talk to the accountant, you have to go to the place between.
Oh,
The accountant is not the god of death, but a god of managing death. It was a very
right.
complex operation.
Okay. But you're all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And the accountant offered us a deal that if we were to help kill those who have cheated death, would be the All God Cleric, MRPhD, and Captain Imdago. And so for each of them, it was for the first one, Ungo will leave us alone. For the second, Ungo will help us. I can't remember what the third
He becomes
was.
an ally.
Yes, and for the third, a personal favor from the god of the end of
Yes,
life.
yes, yes,
Ooh.
yes, yes, yes. I mean, Ungo's here, so I look at Ungo. Is that all correct? Did I get that all right?
Does the name Jasper Torrance mean anything to you, Calvi?
Does it?
No, name you haven't heard before.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. It was something that during Olive's meeting, it was.
It was
brought
a
up,
it
but-
was a life that that the accountant allowed to continue post death. The name means nothing to me either, but
Keep an eye out.
but yes. So we do have those.
Oh,
Yes,
Uncle can fucking talk. He just hasn't.
We already
been.
went over that.
yes. I said that. I
Sorry.
said that.
Sorry, I was looking at my notes.
You got so excited. It's just-
I'm just like,
I'm an
wow,
idiot.
Ongo.
Yes, so we have more potential goals we want to add to our list, our ever-growing list. But since we can't leave Gangplank Crossing because of the Fury, we might as well spend our time freeing her and Rahi's old crew.
Right.
We also got 18,000 gold.
Yes, from the heist. That was our take.
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna-
so many handfuls.
We were gonna spend a lot of it on the ship. 'Cause the
Good idea.
ship needs it.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yes, and perhaps other shopping as well might be prudent.
I did a little bit of walking around here after I left the hotel, and there's this guy, there's this big troll, who is the slaver lord of Gangplank Cross.
The bridge.
Yes, he was at the bridge. What is his fucking name?
it's just a troll. He doesn't have a name.
This is a troll. He
Yeah.
does not have a name.
Nope.
He can smell fear, which is apparently suspicious when it's a place full of awful, shitty people who are bad, I guess. And he's got all of these like kind of cronies crawling around. And there's these two slaver lords, Curve Cut and Deadshot Dread, who are both here right now for a meeting? Question mark? A meeting? Or they're just here before they leave in like a convoy?
Yes, that.
Okay. So they're here before they leave for the underhand. You guys are actually parked between their two ships. So there's definitely some hard hitters here that we should probably be careful of as we're skulking around and doing our thing. And Ken. So we should probably disguise when we can, because he will very quickly realize that I escaped, and I'm sure.
Doesn't he have the monocle?
Oh, good point.
Well,
Excellent point.
We should also. Well, the bounty hasn't reached this part of the world yet, but we should probably invest in some physical disguises, as the tattoos are great, but they only last for an hour.
Yeah.
So we have a big deal of shopping ahead of us, it seems. Yes, Mike.
True.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry, Olive, I just need to break the fourth wall real quick.
What?
What's up?
Blood. Would I like to help us like better blend in with like the local populace? Like, can I can I like recommend like, oh, like you want to go like this style or like this or like it better help us like blend in with the people of this place?
You know, I'm going to respectfully say no, not because that isn't an interesting idea, but because I want to give you all the freedom to design your own Western outfits. And so, like, literally, the two things you need to blend in are, like, cowboy attire and guns. If you have both of those things, you're gonna look like every other fucking person here. So...
Katana gun.
Katana
gun.
That also works, yeah.
Mom said it's my turn for the katana gun.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, and we let the tattoo artist go.
Yeah.
Oh.
We kind of forgot about him.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Oh. Well, good. Did he, stupid question, probably. Did you part on, like, okay terms?
No.
Fair. Expected.
I said if he wanted to join our crew, he could, and then he didn't like that.
No, he was very opposed to that.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, glad that he went on his way.
Us as well.
Hope he gets his plasmoid body back. Because he was just a nervous system.
Let's just hope he makes it back to the well.
Yeah.
Or not. We don't need to linger on that. We don't need to linger on that.
We don't think about it. We don't think about it.
Got it.
As soon as he left,
Yep.
gone. I have not thought about him.
So fair.
Anyway.
You guys are able to hear directly above you, like a thud of boots hitting the top of your deck, like the main deck of your ship, and then you're able to hear of heavy feet walking around, followed by a bunch of other feet as well, as it seems like a bunch of people have just come aboard your vessel.
Oh, these might be the guys to do the plating on the ships. Just so.
Well, is him still on deck?
Him is down here with all of you, just petting petting Temperance.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yes. I'll take Temperance with me on board just in case you need to show some muscle.
Holy
I'll follow behind.
shit.
Smart idea.
Okay, so is everybody going up to the main deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, bringing Temperance along. Temperance goes first and kind of like, he has like a big like wide dog yawn, and then goes,
Stretch.
and then he climbs up. He gets on the main deck, and before you guys can see anybody, he goes. "Rah, rah, rah." He gets so mad immediately. He gets furious.
Sorry.
You're able to hear like a bunch of like lever action rifles being loaded and everything. You guys rush up as you guys are able to rush up, and you're able to see
fucking dog.
you're able to see a security force of like probably like 6 people, like revolvers, lever action rifles, like cowboy attire. Everybody is soaked. Like they have like long like leather trench coats on that are like almost black with rain. Their hats are sagging. And then you're able to see probably about a dozen, maybe 15 people in very like simple white and plain gray, like raggedy clothes, with like very basic shoes on, gloves, and bronze collars around their necks. And then you see one towering figure, that 7-foot figure you saw before, very wide shoulders, standing. Little bits of like almost like smoke coming out from like underneath the cloak. Can't see their face, as they just kind of begin looking around your ship, kind of knocking on the wood, seeing if any improvements can be made.
He's friendly. He's with us. Well, he's friendly to us, but he can be friendly to you if your intentions are good.
The cloaked figure says, "Put weapon down. No need to get violent with pet." All the guards, they lower their guns. So, seems vessel has narrowly beaten Fury. No bronze railings I can see. And then, and 2 smoke rings come out from underneath the shadowed hood. Which one of you is captain?
Oh, good Olive.
Yeah, I nod to Olive.
That would be me. Who am I speaking to?
The figure walks up and actually walks up to you, her, and says, "I was afraid it was you. I'm happy it is not."
What?
Nope, it's not me. It's not me.
Good. Let us make one thing clear. Your urgency. I hate you.
Okay. Thank you.
This figure turns, pulls her hood down. She walks over to Olive, and you are all able to see a deep blue dragonborn with a massive fur cloak on, with not smoke rings, but instead freezing cold breath coming out of her nostrils, as this dragonborn walks up and goes, "The name Eleanor. Pleasure to meet you."
Well, pleasure to meet you, Eleanor. What can I help you with?
The question is, you are now taking up spot in my docks, and I need to know if you wish to have work done or if you wish to just simply pay for a spot to ride out storm.
Both would be preferable if you can manage the space for us.
You got luck. Only space in dock right now. Ship that left before you, dead, moment you can't see them.
What was the last ship that left, if you recall?
I got in that one, I have no idea. But I will say they were foolish traders out of towners or tourists, because no one worth their salt in these seas would contest with storm like this.
Indeed. And, I would appreciate you not speak to my friend that way.
Looks over to her and goes, "My apology. Bad experiences with urgency."
Understood.
Well, let us prove you wrong.
Indeed. What work do you have me do to ship? Hull intact, no rotting boards, surprising lack of barnacle.
Well, we will take some bronze railings that, in order to stay docked in your dock. We are looking to do a bit of not a massive overhaul, but we'd like to upgrade our helm, our sails, and do you have a mortar you can install?
All of the security kind of was like, whoa. As Eleanor is she kind of like turns away, she kind of breathes, some of the raindrops freeze in midair, having like an icy, like blue dragonborn breath. They shatter on the ground and quickly melt, and she goes, "Maybe I have one in stock, I shall have to look for you."
And is there anything you can do about the speed of our ship?
She was looking a bit fat. We can trim that for you.
Thank you.
She does some math quickly in her head, and I believe the total that we came out to, she goes, let me know if this is correct. That means your total will be... And she, her eyebrows kind of raise up, her, lizard eyes, blink 2 ways as she goes, 17,500 gold.
Ah, you're not just good looking, you're also smart. Yes, that is correct. One moment, please, and I will hand that over to her.
You hand over 17. So how do you hand over 17,000?
I think.
Wait. Let's split the difference. First, do a deposit, and then get the rest when all the shit's done.
Eleanor kind of like looks at all the money. Okay, so how is this being presented? Is it like the bag of holding? Like, what are we doing here?
I think I'll. Oh, 'cause I don't want. I'll. I don't want to give away my bag of holding.
You can count it out by hundreds.
Oh.
Could I
Jesus.
empty like Ken's into the new one?
All of Ken's
Yeah.
stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
not
give
right
that
now
one.
on the deck of the ship.
We can say you've done it retroactively. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm okay
yeah.
with that. Within holy shit, that is a natural 20. You are able to find in Ken's ship. Give me 1 second here. You were able to find 700 gold pieces.
Nice.
You're able to see.
We
you're
can
able
get the katana.
You're able to find a golden tea set, the one that he had at the Terrorboard party. And honestly, Ken, like, you're able to find extra clothing, disguise kits. You're able to find a thieves' tools kit. It seems that Ken is like he traveled pretty light, which would make sense because of how self-reliant he was. He didn't really need to like depend upon like a lot of possessions, and most likely wherever he was planning on retiring, he might already have like a base there, and he's just kind of like stocking up. But besides that, you guys already have his book. So yeah, the gold and the tea set are really the two things that are kind of notable.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so retroactively, we dumped Ken's bag of holding into our bag of holding,
Yes.
and then into Ken's bag of holding put 17,500 gold. in
Okay,
it.
makes sense. Completely fine. Eleanor looks down and goes, "So do you wish to split difference before we continue?"
Are you a woman of your word?
For 17,500 gold, I'll be whoever you want me to be.
Let me confer with my crew. One moment,
Duh.
please. What do you think it's wise to split, or pay her up front, or pay
Can
after?
I do an insight check on her? Like, just this whole time that she's been talking?
Yeah, go. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I'm gonna give myself guidance. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. And what are you trying to
Okay.
glean?
I want to glean if this woman is, you know, because there are certain people who can be honorable with enough amount of money, and there are certain people who, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And
Yes,
so
yes.
I want to see where she falls on the.
Yeah,
on
go
the
ahead and roll it.
line.
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
With a 21, Mud, I think you would realize that, like, a common saying within Eastern Waters is people are business, the money is personal. And so in this kind of, like, society that you guys are in right now, you would get the sense that this woman for 17,500 gold is going to give you probably the best, like, with a 21, if you're asking her for a favor, count on nothing. If you're paying her, again, Kenneth's Ward mindset is more common than other mindsets here of, oh, if you pay me, I'm going to treat you fair and square. And if you pay me that much, I'm doing whatever you want. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Then I think probably better to just give it all now rather than hold on to it and potentially have a chance of losing the second half.
Mm.
The
Yes.
hot exit, then we can always leave. We don't have to stay.
Yeah.
Yes, that would. All right. All right, good. All right.
Sorry for interrupting you earlier. I won't do that again.
Thank you. And I'll turn back to Eleanor and present Ken's bag of holding with the 17,500 gold.
She takes it from you. Again, it's like smaller in her like massive dragonborn hand and says, "I shall count personally, and then as soon as all money accounted for, shall put my best men on it, security and workers, Then after that is, after they are begun their work, I shall have them work overtime, 16 hours a day, and which we should have this completed for most likely when the Fury passes in about 4 days and nights. And no need to fret about security, and points up towards the thicket and the hypocrite and goes, "Your best protected ship in harbor right now."
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Well, enjoy your stay in the supports, and may Gangplank Crossing be kind.
I offer my hand to her.
Oh, just an immediate strong handshake as she shakes up and down. And she looks over at you, her, and goes, "Just make sure you behave." And massive plumes of like icy breath come out of her nostrils as she moves and begins rallying her workers and her security.
Mm-hmm. All right, shall we away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
All right, shopping.
Temperance immediately like back hunched, kind of like like growls everyone off the ship as you guys are preparing to basically embark into Gangplank Crossing.
I'll take Temperance with me into the city.
Ho!
All right.
Oh no! Okay. Alrighty.
We know. Cinta's not here. He's going to the Underhand.
Yes.
Going to the
Okay.
Underhand, yes.
But Ken knows about Temperance.
I don't think he
Yeah,
does.
I thought Temperance was at.
Oh, yes,
the
he
house.
was.
Oh.
He
And you'd
was.
probably recognize him as OP
Well-
as.
Our dogs just look the same.
Well, also, Temperance can smell out Ken, so if any of us can't see him,
That's true too.
Okay.
it'll be fine. Him, Rahi, Duke, are you coming along?
Yeah, they've all just been in the background off camera. But I will say is that like him is gonna stay with the ship. Him says, "I will stay on board in case of another rapid exit."
Good
Smart. Thank you.
Can Rahi and the Duke take Fred and are they not?
Oh, yeah.
They're not with us.
They're
No.
docked nearby. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they essentially have to act as accessories as you guys go. It'd be kind of weird. Like, no, they're actually
Okay.
4 miles into the sea. We're dying
Oh God,
out
they were
here.
the ship that sailed away.
Yeah.
No.
No!
And they will leave it up to you. Do you want the Duke and Rahi? Do you want one of them, both of them, or none of them to come along? It's up to you. Fred is still unconscious. He's going to be unconscious for this entire little adventure.
I don't think we should have Rahi come with us.
Fair.
Yes,
Or, yeah,
they can stay with their ships, with their crews.
yeah.
Okay. Again, they're docked maybe like 100 yards away from you guys. It's not that far. Like, it was more of a matter of like finding a spot for a ship as small as yours, as they were kind of able to come in like the ass end, like the cheapest seats in the support. So, y'all good there.
Why not park so far away?
Why not park so far away? They didn't validate my parking. Okay.
Why'd they let you park so close?
The Duke and Rahi, the Duke, again, a hat flourish, Rahi, quick fist pump, and they will remain with their ships. And again, you guys can long rest here, you can long rest in the pier point, you guys can find other dwellings if you want. No need to like just stay in the city for the next 4 days. You guys can kind of move in between. It's not that big of a city, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to, if I can. I have all of the like sheets and curtains that I stole from the pier point.
Yes.
I'm gonna use some of them to try and like cover up like my seal skin at least to try and be like less obvious. And if anyone else wants linens or curtains from a hotel room to throw over their head.
I think I would have
got
grabbed. I think I would have grabbed one of Ken's disguises after Eleanor said all those
Nice.
things about Air Genasi and whatnot.
Oh.
Like maybe like a cloak or like something that cover my hair at least.
Okay, gotta get. Yeah, absolutely no problem at all. You guys said like Eleanor just has a personal problem with Air Genasi, like it's a widespread thing, but understandable.
Mud will have in like his part of the sleeping quarters or like in his little garden, will have very carefully tucked away his straw hat.
Aww.
And he debates with himself whether it's a smarter idea to cover up or to let it open. And I think he buttons up his shirt all the way.
Okay, understood. Any other outfit modifications?
Is there enough to cover Temperance?
Go ahead and give me an
dog a
investigation.
raincoat?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Put him in booties. Fucking.
It's like those little doggies that have like the bumblebee raincoats and
Yeah.
stuff.
18.
Oh, with an 18, you can dress Temperance up to look like a regular horse. If you like, in terms of, like, because sometimes like horses have like rain covers and like, the blinders on, like the big like jackets. Because Temperance is the size of a horse, so just tuck his tail between his legs.
This is our normal horse.
Special. I was thinking like Puss in Boots' Last Wish, the big bad wolf, whatever getup he had.
Yeah,
With a big cloak over him.
So it's like a big, like, kind of like singular, like, black tarp that you would use to cover, like,
Yeah.
cargo that is stored, like, on deck during a rainstorm. You take that, you're able to kind of like loop it around. Like Temperance goes like, he hates it. He wants to get it off.
Hops over.
Just have to keep it on while we're in the city, all right? We need you for muscle. I'll tell you when.
Okay. Temperance, being all covered up, you guys can ascend into Gangplank if you wish.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, absolutely great. As you continue down the docks of the supports, you walk by, you're able to see a small little, like, covered wooden hut that Eleanor is sitting in as she goes, 101. 102. As she just starts counting all of the gold just to make sure it's all there.
Woman of her word.
This is the worst part of being paid a lot. As she continues doing that. You guys are able to come over, just like it's crazy because it's not a section closer to the filling aisle or the crown aisle, but it's just like a designated spot that is not a dock, but it's like a flat clearing where you're able to hear, like, and there's nothing on it right now. It's like empty, but you're able to hear. And Darby, Cowrie, you'd be able to recognize this as the spot where you descended on the elevator. And I think you realize, like in your, let's be honest, like, adrenaline-filled, I'm getting away by the skin of my teeth, like, panic state. You didn't realize this at the time, but as you all look up, you realize that it's all elevator-based to get up into Gangplank. It's an elevated, almost perfectly defended city, and you realize that the elevators right now, some grabbing cargo, some like boxes and crates and cages and things like that. These, like, being elevators, they're just supported by chains, and so you're able to see the elevator is rocking back and forth in the storm, violently similar to, like, let's be honest, like an amusement park ride. As the guy, like, the elevator touches down, slams into the ground as the chain kind of like loops around, and you're able to see the same elevator attendee that gave you the ride down as before. As he goes, "Are you looking to go up?
Yes.
Yep.
Get on quickly and pray with me."
All right.
All right. You all hop on the elevator.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it. The guy immediately. He's kind of like a humanoid man, like big bushy beard. He's got like crazy eyebrows. He's got like a sombrero on. Like as he like hits a lever, as you hear. As the elevator starts to go up, I need dexterity saving throws from all of you.
Ooh. Do you want me to roll for Temperance?
Oh my! He goes, "Oh my God, you're bringing a horse too!"
Very horse privilege.
Give me a roll for Temperance. You're gonna add a +3 to this roll, and let me know if Temperance gets above a 10.
I
Okay.
got a nat 20.
Awesome.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey.
What does Temperance add?
+3.
Temperance got a 13. I got a dirty 20.
Perfect. So that was like a group check. What's up?
Got a 7.
With a 7, I'm gonna say. With a 7.
Wait,
you
no,
guys
sorry,
again.
a 6.
Temperance,
It's a 6.
Temperance's weight is so incredible that it's almost helping the elevator stay stationary because the wind is having a harder time moving, like the 2-ton horse dog that you guys have brought with you. But ever so like immediately, like maybe. And again, you guys are able to look up. Gangplank Crossing is a bridge that is 200 yards in the sky, which isn't a lot when you think about it, but put that in the perspective of like how tall the crow's nest is of a ship and how much further above ships this city is. As you guys are 100 yards in the air, which I'm pretty sure is like 30 stories. You guys are able, like a strong gust of wind as the guy goes, oh Talos, oh please take your storms away, as he's like praying so hard. Mud, you are basically like Temperance goes, kind of like backs up, hits into your ass hits the railing like you're about to go over, and all of you are able to see Mud as his balancing axis begins to tip backwards over the elevator railing. But because the group check was so high, you all can intervene in whatever way you think is appropriate to stop him from going over. Just grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grab him. So many hands on him immediately.
Yeah.
Just like, oh no!
It's like a chain. Cowrie like goes to grab Mud, and then Olive's holding on to Cowrie, and I'm holding on to Olive.
Yeah.
And then Temperance is pulling me up by my shirt.
Yep.
Listen, Mud is 5'5".
Temperance just like bites the back of your shirt and just kind of folds you. But I will say, like her, before that happens, you're able to wrap one arm around the elevator post, like the corner post basically, and then grab onto Olive's hand, and you feel like as a lightning bolt strikes into the ocean, like arcing off, like hitting into the top of the Crown Isle. You're able to look and see that her is right now fully levitating off the ground, hair kind of like standing up, like static electricity, kind of like a windy way, and you realize that like her, you feel in some ways more comfortable being inside of thunderstorms.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Because
Look,
you're special.
more comfortable, again, nothing to deal with like emotions, but like you feel like, oh, you're not as nervous as you think you should be right now, given the situation. Know what I mean?
You're a
Yeah.
special little guy.
Nothing's going on. Everything's totally normal. Nothing special happening here. Don't look at me.
Okay, and as another 100 yards to go, another 30 stories elevated, you guys are able to, as with a big swing, a big crash, the elevator slams into like its like chain anchoring point. As the elevator ride goes, the elevator manufacturer, like the attendee goes, okay, only 80 more times today, and just yeah, as he goes, and enjoy your stay in Gangplank.
Thank you.
All right.
When's the last ride down?
It's 24/7. It's 24. I have a little elf blood in me, so I don't need to sleep. So they just have me doing this around the clock, really. I just kind of take breaks for lunch and breakfast and dinner and things like that.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you probably later tonight.
Okay, well, travel safe, and I hope and I pray I'm gonna see you. And then he hits the lever and starts going down again.
What's your name?
You can't hear him. You can't hear him as he shouts to you.
Did you just say ah? Did you say ta? No, I don't think you said ta.
His name's Ta.
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 My name is Ta.
Ta.
Ta, the elevator attendee. Perfect.
Because he says ta-ta.
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 All right. Time to shop.
Okay, and I've given a description of Gangplank twice now. Again, Bridge City, half a mile wide, 20 miles long, big like teeth-shaped mountains to your north and your south. This is a fucked up place. All the buildings are like a black gothic stone with these like colorful advertisements all over them. And you guys are in like the city like center basically right now, which has like like maybe half a mile like down the road has shops and the pier point, Darby where Cowrie came from, and all that stuff. So with the kitchen sink, the pier point, you already were at Economus, ran by Eleanor. Where do you guys want to go?
Which shop seems like it would be most likely to have like some magical items, like basic magic, or any magical items.
Some magical items or base magical items. You guys are able to just begin like walking the city streets. And also, if you want to get clothing, both Henry's Lament and the Kitchen Sink will have clothing. So wherever you guys want to go to shop, you can get clothing there. But as you start walking, you are able to notice this like very faint like like poorly powered, like it's like a bright light that kind of like burns your eyes when you look directly at it. I probably described this in this game before because I remember saying that, but you guys are able to see a neon sign like cracked and almost destroyed. That's a picture of a sink like being like basically chucked in like a pile of garbage, and you guys would notice at least the 3/4 of Moach would remember the kitchen sink advertisement, the general store.
Oh yeah, that they had items from other countries. We were talking about that katana.
Yeah.
Might have it here.
I need to. Can we please get close first?
Yes, I believe the kitchen sink will also have clothes. So.
Okay. Whatever works.
Any specifics anyone else needs?
I might take a peek and see if they have any more sending scrolls.
Yes, that may be a long shot, but it's worth an ask.
Yeah. For the check.
One of my jobs where I worked 6 months ago was potion making, so I'm gonna get a herbalism kit and some stuff and some supplies.
Great.
Yeah.
Then.
Like a gun, but I don't think that's gonna be feasible. I also got the gun from those hippos, so
We have 1,200 gold from the heist and from Ken, and we have our own funds. I can't imagine things will be extremely expensive. I can't imagine a gun will be extremely expensive here.
yeah. Well, also, we talked maybe about getting that scrying scroll if they have it, but we'll see.
Yes, but you get what you want.
Okay, so what is first on the docket?
Kitchen sink.
Wardrobe.
Yes, wardrobe.
Okay, the kitchen sink, no problem at all. You guys walk for about half a mile away from this like city center, and begin like moving towards the like neon sign of the kitchen sink, advertised like this like general store, this melting pot of all these different countries. And everybody here, give me a quick perception check.
13.
13?
5.
5?
30-20.
30-20?
22.
Mud and Cowrie, so appropriate. It's the both of you that are able to recognize this. Both of you give me an insight check.
Can I give myself guidance or no?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give yourself guidance.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
13.
13?
Worse. 7.
I think the way Mud is giving himself guidance is he just has one like hand, like fist clenched, and it's just like the very tips of his fingers like pressing into his palm and giving it that way.
Like keeping himself awake through like just like a minor little pain, like an inconvenience, really.
Yeah.
And Karen, get to you in 1 second. Mud, you recognize this because it's mundane. Because like again, like for her being like, why do I feel comfortable? And for Olive kind of like being like focused on the goal of the kitchen sink. Mud, you're able to recognize, I mean full on like Western cowboy attire with like bandoliers with spurs on, like loaded with like pump action shotguns. Like I'm talking like heavy weaponry here, kind of walking around. And the reason that stands out to you, Mud, is because they're moving in groups of like 3 or 4. Very similar to how like Yasa 6 Spirals runs her lawmen, her partners back in the arbor. And you're able to realize that they're looking around, they're looking down alleyways, they're kind of like searching left and right, and you would realize these are slave catchers. These are the toll. Maybe you would know their name. I'll give it to you now. I'll let Mud decide. But you would know these as the toll men. They work for the troll. They're like his personal like boots on the ground where he can't be. These guys, they're like the cops of this place, basically. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I turn to Karen and say, "Have they seen this disguise you're wearing right now?"
No, I was looked like I was using my tattoo before. They didn't see me with just cloth thrown over me.
Okay, got it.
Cowrie, far down the dock by about probably a mile. Again, it's just a straight dock that just leads from mountain to mountain. You're just tucked in between, and it's so hard to see with the rain whipping in your face, with the shadows and the lightning cracking. But with one strike of lightning as it strikes the top of the Crown Isle, a blue hot energy illuminates the city momentarily, and you are able to see. Again, it's like almost a mile away, nowhere near you guys. You're able to see ginormous blood red fingers curling around a building with an enormous 5-foot tall head pressed up against the side of it. You're able to see the troll go and begin sniffing up and down the building like he's looking for something.
There's that guy. Said everyone else the troll.
15 feet tall, blood red, chain adornments. You're able to see the only other illumination besides the lightning is dripping hot fire coming from this fire troll mouth, loincloth around his waist. Truly a monstrous figure that you guys are able to see in the distance.
Okay. Question for you. Kind of thinking of Cowrie's experience specifically, being a seal in the water, with scent of things.
Okay.
Do I think that, because I made him suspicious when I smelled fear, do I think that this troll guy would recognize my scent and realize that I was disguised if I were to encounter him again?
With an insight check lower than Mud's, I can't really say. But what I will say is that you just smelled weird. He didn't know that you weren't supposed to be there. He just was I smell let's be adults about this. He smelled the pheromones of fear like how a slave would smell escaping from whatever job they might have. So it's oh, you smell like you're running from, you smell that's what he's trained to track down, basically.
Okay.
So you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that might be totally unrelated. You have no idea.
Okay.
And kitchen sink.
Yes.
Okay. Entering into the kitchen sink, you guys are able to kind of entering. Immediately, it feels so good in here. It's a hot, humid, lantern-lit environment that is free from the rain as the wind and whistles into the door as you guys kind of step in and shut it behind you. And as you shut it behind you, you're able to kind of take in the store in its entirety. And what you're able to see is that this is a very unique store in the way where it's not organized based upon item or based upon specific genre of trinket or object to purchase. It's organized by country specifically. You're able to see that it's organized by Zanwei Fu, by Archana, Golden Steam, Zanwei Fu, Golden Steam, and underhand memorabilia or underhand accessories, along with just kind of other generic things that have definitely been accrued from pirating. You see some arbor supplies here, some superi, some trum gear, more you're able to see even some weird acrobatic rock climbing equipment. You're not sure where that came from. Books and scrolls kind of laid out everywhere in different miscellaneous piles of things, the DVD kind of cases at a Walmart, and the country organization is then on the walls. And the first thing you're able to see is the owner of this shop, who looks like a rooster, almost like a noble in a way. He's a rooster Aarakocra, who has these feathers, doing a good job protecting from the rain, but still has thin adornments of a chest cloth, a back cloth, a little bit like a tunic around his back. And he has some jewelry around his where his ears would be, some elaborate hangings from his beak. And you are able to watch and see him first because he is kneeling in the center of his shop, and he is kneeling with his stomach bowed, like he's trying to press his head into the ground. And you're able to watch as a sword comes down and fully cuts off his head. And we're gonna take a break right there, and that's where we're gonna take a break.
What did you what?
As he is fully decapitated right in front of you.
Someone was hungry.
Oh.
And we're gonna take a break. We will be back in just a couple minutes, guys.
Okay.
Peace out.
Okay.
Sick? Okay.
I.
And we are back. Okay, all of our hips are popped. We did child's pose and frog pose, and now we're back. We're ready to lock back in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yes is all around as you guys are able to watch as this rooster Aarakocra is beheaded on his knees, and his head immediately separates from his body, and blood begins trailing on the floor.
Better than dying. No.
What do you guys... if you want to, we can... I'm not sure how that would work, but...
Oh.
Chickens can survive a number of seconds with their heads cut off.
Do you want me to make a roll to see if his body starts moving around?
No, it's okay.
That's a resounding no. So let's just say he's dead then. Okay.
Carry on.
What do you guys look at first? Do you look at the body? Do you look at... there are other people in the shop, but that's the first thing your eyes see outside the items. Do you guys look at the body? The person that did the cutting? Do you look at the other patrons in here? What do you guys look at first?
Person who did the cutting.
Yeah, person who did the slicing.
Person that did the cutting. The first thing you're able to notice is a perfectly maintained razor-sharp steel blade with blood now dripping off of it, as it is taken into a clothed hand and cleaned of all of its blood before it is twirled and put back into a curved wooden sheath, as you're able to see another Aarakocra visible by the feet, visible by the clawed, like 5-finger hands. You're able to notice clad completely in black, no feathers visible, only, again, the clawed hands and like the talon hands and the talon feet being visible, with a very strange like headdress on, with like some kind of like support that, because usually, like, you know, the rounded heads of birds, you're able to notice that this bird's head is not rounded, as it seems like some kind of like shoulder support, allowing for a straight, some kind of like wire like mechanism that is like rounded at the top, that allows for the entirety of their head to be covered, along with a straight flowing down sheet that covers up the entirety of their face. So again, no beak is visible, no eyes are visible, just again talon hands and feet, as they put her, what looks like a katana, back into a sheath.
Her as cool as a cucumber from the storm. like sinks it in, like soaks it in. It's like, oh yeah, we need one of those.
Okay. With that figure described, other patrons, what are you guys checking out next?
How many other patrons?
You guys are able to see... That is a good question. I'm going to quickly just roll a quick die. You were able to see one other guy in here. I just rolled a d20 and got a nat 1, and you were able to notice a rabbit folk sitting on what looks like the transactional like desk, like almost like the counter where where objects are paid for. He is about 2 feet tall. You're able to see like his ears are almost as tall as he is. You're able to notice that he has like 3 separate like metal rods hanging like on his back. He has a bandolier with bullets that are almost as wide as his chest is. You're able to notice that he has, it's almost like camo gear on, like make him blend in better with like green like vegetation environments. And he is very quickly, hold on. And he's like pounding his foot into the desk, making an incessant thumping noise as he goes, as he just kind of sits there as you all walk in, as these figures don't even acknowledge you. What do you guys do?
Is this open? Are you open? What's going on here?
The rabbit folk immediately says, well, I mean, it was his shop before. It's not his shop anymore, is it? As the Aarakocra, shrouded in black, just kind of walks up to you, Mutt, and goes, my shop now.
Is that how things work around here?
Seems like it, huh? She didn't like him that much, did she?
I want to lean in close to the Aarakocra and be like, we gonna have a problem, or are you gonna run a business?
The Aarakocra, again, you're talking to a cloth right now, not being able to see any features, and goes,
"Fair prices for fair goods."
And kind of like steps up to you a little bit more, getting like right next to your face, and you're able to feel like just a slight puff of air from like breath as something is talking to you right now. As this figure goes,
"But you don't want this fight."
Alrighty. Don't tell me what I want and what I don't want, but lucky for you, what I want is goods and services. So, we free to browse?
You found yourself in the right shop.
Cool. And I'll go over and start looking at clothes.
you're able to watch as this Aarakocra walks over to this rabbit folk and says,
"Bring his body to the troll."
And then takes their place behind the counter and just starts tapping their fingers and talons onto the desk, just kind of watching you guys browse.
Before I start browsing, I would like to go over to the Aarakocra black hooded folk.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, how much do you know about weapons and making weapons and crafting weapons?
Looks to you and goes,
"Not much."
holds up her katana and goes,
"Look this, of the dead man. Henry, down the way. He's the man you want.
Fair prices down there?
The best I know."
Can you guys understand me? I just
Yes.
wanna-
I hate
Okay, awesome.
yes, but I hate it.
Okay.
All right, so Henry's would it be better at weapons? Okay, sounds good.
The rabbit folk jumps down from the counter, grabs onto the head, grabs onto the back, like the cloth of the body, and goes, "Big red man got a big red belly." And then you guys are able to watch as he. I need a quick perception check from everybody here.
Okay.
19.
19.
Also a 19.
19.
21.
21. You guys are just barely. What'd you get, Moss?
22.
You guys are just barely able to catch the dust that flies off the back of this rabbit folk as he moves at 75 feet per round without sprinting. As this rabbit folk disappears into the streets with blood still coming out of the body, moving so fast that it is splattered as like blots against the ground as he disappears.
Did the rooster do something specific, or we just didn't like the vibe?
Looks at you, puts her katana on the desk and goes,
"Didn't treat me fair."
Well, good job taking care of business.
Feel free to browse.
Will do.
just kind of stands there and just looks at all of you as you guys begin perusing the shop.
Yeah, this is curve cut, right?
This is you guys. Of course, you guys will be able to recognize this is Curve Cut. Fucking katana wielding horror movie villain, along with Deadshot Dread, who you guys realize probably one of the very few people to actually see Deadshot Dread. As actually, everyone give me a quick history check here. See if you know anything about what these guys are good at.
Yes.
4.
4.
12.
12.
15.
15. With a 15, Mud, choose one of them and I'll tell you about them.
Can I get both?
No. What? No.
Damn it. Damn it.
But I will say, good on you for asking in a very cute voice. So, trying to melt my heart there.
This little guy. Oh, God. What's...
Flip a coin about it.
True.
Or roll a dice about it.
Or I just choose, right? It's easy. I want to learn about the first one.
Curve cut?
Yeah.
Curve cut has only been established. I'll give you just a little bit here. Only been established in the fist for about a year. Has not been in the fist for that long. Is still an initiate, meaning that they're on patrol duty. Meaning that their main job is to patrol the waters, looking for different goods, looking for different people, specialties, craftsmen to take into the fist's operations. Not trying to be oh, look at this super cool lady, she's so cool, but with the skill with which she wielded the katana, very adept at blade to blade combat.
Yeah. Got it. Oh, so sorry if this is just how my brain is pieced together. So these two are basically like a squad.
Yes.
That came in. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. That just connected in my brain.
And so basically, with Curve Cut and Deadshot Dread, they're working as a pair right now, and they're trapped in Gangplank Crossing with you guys because of the Fury, and because they're on and Deadshot Dread being on patrol duty as well. They're basically tasked with, hey, convoy whatever you need to move, whatever cargo's moving from here, Gangplank, over to the Underhand. That's your guys' job because you're already out in the waters. That makes sense?
Got it. Okay.
Anything else?
I'll start browsing, and as I'm browsing, just call over to Curve Cut. Any knowledge about the shop's inventory in regards to scrolls of any kind?
That's a good question. Give me 1 second.
I know you've just inherited it, but wanted to ask.
With a nat 20, she goes,
Surely some scroll.
oh, I gotta find a different voice. We'll find one eventually.
Surely some scrolls in the back can look for you.
That would be great, thank you.
Happily.
Takes her katana and goes in the back to go check for scrolls. Looking around, she is able to find sending scrolls, and actually, she's able to find 2 scrying scrolls.
We'll definitely take those scrying scrolls off your hands. We'll take both of those. How many sending scrolls do you have?
That's a good question. Give me 1 sec.
3.
We'll take all of those as well.
Big earners.
And she puts them onto the counter, and says,
I think it's time for a fire sale.
That would be lovely.
Have a feeling this place is going under soon.
Oh, well, under your command, I'm sure it would flourish.
I'm not sticking around. I don't know much about business. Only came in here tonight.
Oh, well, that's too bad. So, fair prices?
Indeed.
and the prices of these scrolls will be what we discussed previously.
Cool, so 100 per spell level?
100 times the spell's level, yes.
So the sending is a 3rd level, so 300.
300
scrying
per.
is, and then scrying is 5th level, so 500.
Yep.
Okay.
I have 900 gold if we need to pool any more to get stuff.
Okay, we got 1,200 from Ken, so
Right.
Thanks to Ken. Hold on. Yeah, wait. So 2, that would be 1,000, and then so 1,900 would be our total. So
That's before we buy any clothes or any weapons.
yeah.
Yeah.
So probably buying all the scrolls here would be a bad idea.
It would be a bad idea?
Because you'd be spending... God, I have to think about what I said. That would be 1,300 gold for all the scrolls, right? Because it's two 5th level scrying scrolls.
And 3 sending scrolls.
Yeah, so that would be... No, sorry.
I also have 2 sending scrolls as well, if we don't want to get all 3 of those.
Gotcha.
We could probably get by with, like, 1 or 2.
Sending or scrying?
Sending.
Sending? Okay, so
then we'd have 3 or 4.
Yeah, so you have 2?
Yeah.
Then yeah, let's get 2 sending scrolls, so that's 600. And then both scrying scrolls, or should we just get one of them?
I feel like the more the better, but...
I think so too. Okay.
I worry because scry is not like a guaranteed success. And they're so expensive.
Oh, yeah, but like if we wanted to like...
It's worth a try.
Okay.
We have the funds, so okay, so that would be total to 1,600. So I just need someone just need to contribute 400.
I have 370.
Kara said they have 900.
Yeah, I have 900, so I can do.
Jesus Christ!
So that's how much on top of that did we need?
400.
400. Okay, cool.
So 400 from you, and then 1,200 from the heist and from Ken.
Yes.
Thank you, Ken.
You can.
Sugar Daddy Ken.
I turned to the
Unwilling.
curve cut. I ask, what do you mean there's gonna be a fire sale soon?
I don't intend to stick around.
So you're just gonna burn everything up, or?
No, that's the troll's job.
Got it.
Doing some renovations around here, or?
Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check, all of you.
Can Mud just...
Five.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
17.
17.
That one.
That one.
I gave myself guidance for a 22.
22. Mud and Olive, as you guys look around, you realize that, again, this entire place is, like, it's the opposite of Livenlean, where Livenlean is made out of, like, basically, it's a tinderbox where fire has to be controlled. You guys are looking around, every building here is made out of an inflammable stone. And you realize that, again, the actual construction of the interiors of the building can't change, but the externals can't be burned down or destroyed. Because, again, everything's built on top of each other. They can't get more space. They can't expand outward. And so you realize that most likely when a business here is shut down, whatever can't be liquidated, like the troll, being a fire troll, burns the inside of this place because it can't spread and just incinerates everything inside.
Can I quietly, like... Actually, no. I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, got it.
I'll give her the money. And I'll give I'll keep a sending scroll. I'll give a sending scroll to her, and I'll give Mud the 2 scrying scrolls.
Okay, got it.
And that...
I'm gonna do it now, just marking it. And I'll start looking at clothes.
Okay, got it. And also, gonna change Curve Cut's voice. Want to make sure I can be understood by everybody, okay?
I can understand. I can
understand you. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, awesome. Got it.
Which I think is the impact you were going for.
Gonna stick with it. She might have a different voice the next time you see her. We'll see. So,
Okay.
I'll rock with it for now.
Hang on. And there we go.
Are there katanas, and is there such a thing as a katana gun here? just for shits and giggles. Just doing a little peeking around.
Okay, so Gab, here's the thing. You're not gonna have a conversation. We're talking person to person now, not DM to character. Okay. So I already said that this is not a weapons shop, and I already said that Curve Cut can't help you find weapons in here because they're just not good at it.
That's fine.
Do me a favor, and you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll a d20. And if you hit a 19, they will have a single katana. Because there's a weapons shop down the street, which you can easily go to. But here, if you want to do it here, if you want to roll a d20, if you get a 19, they will have a katana and a revolver. If you roll a 20, they will have a katana revolver, okay?
I've never wanted a nat 20 more in my life.
Oh, it's a 13.
Curve cut. What's up?
Sorry, can she try the same roll at the other shop?
Or the guy can just make it for you.
That was the other question. Can the guy like fix my cursed weapon potentially at the other shop?
Oh shit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along.
Maybe.
I'd like to take this and make it into a katana gun, and it's just like a random little mace or whatever it is.
Trade offer.
Yeah, Curve Cut goes,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Nothing for you.
I don't blame you. You're new here.
Yeah, only met
points to the puddle of blood and goes,
only met this guy today.
What was his name?
I didn't ask.
Oh, that's fair.
Just knew I didn't like him.
Can I
sense that, yeah.
Can I kind of pull the group a little bit farther away from Curve Cut and just quietly say, Can we please stop making friendly conversation with the bosses? I'm begging. I know we're really friendly and I know we like people. This is not the place. Please.
I thought we could make her like us, and then maybe she wouldn't kill us.
I'm having a panic attack. Please, can we?
We're just blending in, Mud.
Yes.
We're not trying to make friends.
She don't. Okay.
I appreciate your concern.
Is anybody else just super chill? Like, this is so fun.
Mud is. His knuckles are white.
You guys look pretty cool.
Thanks, man. Well, man, you're so cool.
Man.
Are you asking me my pronouns?
Yeah.
Call me your worst nightmare.
Oh my god. It could be your
That's
devil
so
or your
I'm
angel.
not
Gender
here.
roles.
That's
I'll
so
be
cute.
honest.
That's so cute.
Is there anything else you want?
Oh, we're looking close.
Yeah. Olive will put some clothes on the counter. She's quite fond of the dress she got at the arbor before we left, so she's just getting like accessories. So there's a black cowboy hat, a sleeveless overcoat, some fingerless gloves, and a bandana to cover her face. And she'll put that on the counter and go, "How much for this?"
She kind of like pokes around through it, and like she kind of like hooks one on one of her talons and puts it back down and goes,
I don't really know much about running a shop. So
can I have this for free?
it's a fire sale. Of course you can.
Well, thank you. Pleasure doing business with you.
She kind of nods towards you.
And she'll go and put this on.
Goes into the back room to change, no problem. So we got that. The rest of you, do you guys want to get cowboy outfits?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to describe what they look like?
I will. Cowrie's gonna grab a really like tall set of boots with like laces all the way up that have like holsters for some of their daggers to like put inside. A very long coat that they have plans to decorate and make all jingly and tassely and colorful scarves-y, and a big hat that is not like it's a kind of big and floppy hat. Not quite a cowboy hat, but a hat nonetheless. To put on over their stuff and look a little bit more.
Are you wearing like a
cowboy-y.
Gandalf wizard hat? Like, what are you?
No.
I need more than that, Darby.
Trying to think of
Is it like a
It's
sombrero?
like those.
not a sombrero, like the kind of
Do you mean
like
the ladies at like a derby who have those massive fucking hats that are like
the ones that are like I'm trying to think of what it is.
You have
It's
made
like,
an indescribable hat. You have made
no, it's like the ones that are kind of like. I'll see if I can find a good reference picture later.
It's a big floppy hat. It's comically
Big-
large.
Not comically large. It's got a wide brim and
Okay.
it's kind of floppy.
Oh, Jason, it's not a sombrero. We already went down that
It's
road.
not a
Don't worry.
sombrero.
I'm getting on Pinterest right now.
We're trying to figure it
We'll
out.
figure
Don't
it
worry,
out.
Figure it
know what it's
out.
called. Someone else go. I got all my stuff.
Jason. Good job. But Darby, very cool with the idea of the boots and the daggers and the big long coat. Very cowboy-esque. Love it.
Yes. Oh, and a different holster for my gun so that I don't have Ken's holster. I don't know how distinct his shit is, but I kind of want to get something else.
So novelty umbrella hat. That's funny as fuck. What I do want to ask is, so Ken's holster is a back holster. So like basically you would, so because Ken doesn't have like a jacket, you'd put it on like around your hips, and you would draw. Like imagine having your hands behind your back, and you would draw from there. So
Okay.
question for Cowrie, because Cowrie loves their trinkets. Where would Cowrie want to put the gun to most easily draw it, or conceal it? Up to you.
It would then, in that case, it would probably be like at their hip so that they can kind of like hide it with their coat if they want to, or kind of like put it on display if they need to.
Okay, got it. Moss, you seem locked into something. You want to go next?
yes. Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
God damn
Gab, describe it. You try to be hers cowboy outfit.
Cool. I've been going back and forth as to whether I want to keep my dress or get rid of it. So I think we're gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna
Okay.
get
Ooh.
some black pants, a vest that like sleeveless, some sort of holster, probably like around the back to put the blunderbuss that we got from the well in.
Okay.
Like black vest, black pants, like a bright red cowboy hat, and then I don't know if I want the little tie or if I want the handkerchief. But I'm gonna go like a red handkerchief to like wrap around my on my neck.
Okay, guys. So, and like, what color is like your body wear?
The vest, it's like a sleeveless vest. That's black. We got black pants. We got 2 red accents, and then I guess we'll throw in some cowboy boots that are also red.
Okay.
Like a black and red vibe.
Y'all are looking like straight cowboys, like straight bandits. I love it. Perfect. And Mud. Last but not least, what do you look like?
He takes his time. He like looks like he passes up. Like there's some nicer clothes, and he just fully he keeps pushing and looking through. And so all of his clothes, he's gonna get like a lot. But all of his clothes are slightly worn. All of them are secondhand and used, and none of them are shiny or elaborate or in any way, shape, or form remarkable. He is getting he has like several layers on top of him, full-length sleeves, a vest over top of that, a shirt buttoned up all the way to his throat, a heavy bandana tied across his throat that he can bring up over his face, a worn Stetson hat that he puts on his head, black gloves to cover his hands, and a heavy cloak as well. He is it's like old-timey sun protection. Like there's barely a scrap of his skin showing when he finishes with the full attire. When he has the bandana up and the hat on, it's just this part that can be seen. And most of it is in muted browns, in blacks, in dark. The bandana is really the only splash of color, and it's a dark muted green.
Ongo in the corner looks to your outfit, Mud, and goes,
And then I want to get a herbalism kit.
okay.
And it takes about 25 gold to make a healing potion.
Okay.
I'd like to spend 100 gold on supplies for that.
Okay.
If I have to, or if I can just take it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say that, like, look, to have the herbalism kit work a little bit easier, I will. Oh, what's up?
Well, herbalism kit, it specifically says, like, I have proficiency in it.
Yeah.
But also it specifically says, like, on there, like, you need one to make a potion of healing.
Yeah. Is it like, does the herbalism kit get burned when you make does it go away?
No, it's like thieves' tools or tinkerers. Like, it's like that level of, like, it's like stuff that you, like, the supplies to make the potions is like what gets used up, but the kit allows you to, like, even do it.
No,
so.
Given you're a druid, we'll just say it's kind of like a cleric's revivify, where I'm gonna say that if you want to buy that herbalism kit, you can just burn 25 gold to make healing potions when you want, in like a spell consumption kind of way. Just so you don't have to, like.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Got it. Yeah.
Because you can, like, make organic materials because you're a druid. Like, that makes sense.
Well, like, it's like semi. I don't know why I'm arguing.
Is Kate dying? Kate, are you okay? What's going on?
I'm trying to sneeze.
Okay, I got so confused.
It's okay. It didn't go ahead.
Well, here, how about this, Moss? Go ahead, spend whatever money you think is necessary. We can iron out the details later. Make sense?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah. And so, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. So all of your outfits are gonna be free. That's incredible. And probably gonna be some upgrades later with some, like, more armor stuff, some special items, things like that. But at least for right now, you all look the part. You look normal. You all look great, and you all look terrible. That's the plan. So overall, with everything that was not outfit based, what is the cost of all the items that you guys have accrued? So we got 125 for Mud's herbalism kit stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I did 100.
Okay.
So I want to make 4 potions.
Oh god. Okay, got it. So how much is an herbalism kit? I got no idea.
5 gold.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's 105 gold for Mud stuff. Then we got all of the scrolls. How much was that?
That was 1,600, which we pooled from money from the heist and from Ken and Cowrie's money, so we got that squared away.
Okay, 1,705, and then anything else?
Nope.
I don't believe so.
Because weapons are at Henry's Lament.
Weapons are at Henry's Lament, yes.
Got it.
Okay, then with that, ready to make your purchase? Gold exchanged?
Yeah.
Okay, gold being exchanged. Curve Cut says,
"Thank you for the donation."
As Curve Cut takes all of your money, and you realize that this is not going back into the store, Curve Cut just made a huge amount of money off of you guys, and is now going to take that for her own personal gain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be expected.
What's the rest we're gonna do with it?
Right, yeah.
Then have fun walking the plank. See you around.
Tip's hat.
Yep, Tip's hat.
My Ericles.
No,
The bird?
no, shut up, no.
Well, do you say that in character, or do you...
No!
Okay, got it.
Gary's never heard that name.
Got it. Well, could you imagine you just fucking guess that? I mean, honestly, your god is Clumpin, the god of random sounds. Eventually, you would just make the name out of random sounds.
Man. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, okay, we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna say names until I say the one that's yours.
Oh, can I lean over to Cowrie real quick and just say, before I forget, since the bagman really likes you, if at some point you could get my ring of swimming back from him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'll buy something for a good trade.
Okay. All right. With that, anything else in the kitchen sink?
Ooh.
Okay. Then stepping back out. Hold on one second. Wish I knew how to quit you. Opening up the door, rain and wind hitting you directly in the face. You step back out into Gangplank Crossing. Where to next?
Henry.
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 Henri.
Okay, moving down the streets towards Henry's Lament. Give me 1 second here just to confirm something. Wow, I'm still pulled up on the Deep Crimson battle. That was a lot of fucking tokens. I just got surprised. Jesus Christ.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Also, by the way, it is much easier to weather the wind and the rain now. I get like, given most of you have like coats and bandanas, maybe you're not wearing them now, but like hats covering your heads, rain dripping down, almost creating like lines that you have to like see through essentially. And can I get everybody here to give me a quick perception check?
12.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
What does that get me? What does that get me?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
There we go.
Okay, understood. Then her lightning strikes into the top of the crown aisle, and again the city is illuminated. Now a quarter mile away, you are able to notice on all fours, face pressed against the road, you're able to see the troll sniffing his way across Gangplank Crossing.
Is that towards the way we have to go?
No, so it seems like he's behind you and actively getting closer to you.
Okay,
He's going to the shop.
got it. We gotta keep going.
Yep. Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Everything is normal. Everything is cool.
We're all good.
So cool.
We're all good.
It's all amazing.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be so suspicious.
Why are we
Don't
singing?
be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What
Hey!
the hell was that? As you guys keep on trotting down Gangplank, you are able to make your way over to Henry's Lament, just shown off by a very simple burned in, what is it called, like wood burning? Yeah, it's wood burning. Like a wood burned sign that says, like just Henry's Lament, weapons both ranged and personal.
Go on in. I'll pitch Temperance
Okay,
outside the shop.
Sits down. That was my best impression of a dog singing a song. As
That was beautiful.
Temperance sits down outside, just looking exactly like a horse. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're moving to other music again. We're moving around a lot.
Moving around.
We're ending
Moving
in
and shaking.
7 minutes.
We're moving.
I'll do a wraparound. Wraparound.
Rip, rip.
As you, so you guys are able to step in, and as you step in, a completely different vibe to what the kitchen sink was. This place is perfect. In the way where I say it is perfect for your intentions and also perfect in its organization. You are able to see immediately right in front of you, shelves. You're able to see shelves of like cowboy hats, like some armored, some magical, like, minor magical effects, but like maybe a little bit more powerful than what you guys have just put on your bodies. But then in the center, you're able to see as like the light from a lantern hits onto the objects on the shelf and reflects the light into your eyes. You're able to notice that it's like a blue, blinding light that almost overtakes the entirety of your vision. And as you kind of get closer and begin staring, you are able to see just probably hundreds and hundreds of laid out bullets of all kinds. You are able to see bullets for like smaller calibers, larger calibers, pistols, like slugs and shells for like shotguns. You're able to see like rifle cartridges. So many bullets laid out on this first shelf that you're seeing the moment you walk into the shop. And as you begin to look around the store, you are able to realize why there's such a plethora of bullets here, as all around the shop, wrapping the walls, are locked like iron cages, basically, with all of the guns you could ever possibly store. You're able to see double barrel shotguns, pump shotguns, bolt action rifles. You're able to see lever action rifles, revolvers of differing calibers. You're able to see single action, double action, along with like shelves with swords and rapiers and shields and like different kinds of like Thoros armor, like, you know, like kind of like armor that is like almost cloth-like, almost like Kevlar, that's a bit more flexible than like traditional metal is. You are able to see all options, both defense and offense, laid out before you, along with a simple counter, kind of like stretched out like the length of the store essentially, with one single kind of like tall, very stocky man behind it, who has fur growing out of like his forearms and his like palms. He has like thicker, like calloused hands, and you're able to see he has like an odd kind of armor. It's like a slatted armor, like resting like on his chest, on his stomach, off his shoulders, and then on his face. You're unable to see his face, but you're able to see a mask with a very long, like elongated snout on it, as he takes some gold in his hand, and he places it into a comically large cash register and just solidifies a purchase as you guys walk into Henry's Lament.
What is there like a customer buying something?
You are not able to see any customers.
Oh, okay.
Or would you like to take the lead, since you have weapon inquiries?
Sorry, did you say her or Cowrie?
Her.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can do that. I'll yeah, my bad. I walk up to the register.
This bugbear introduces himself and goes, "Hello, my name is Henry, and this is my shop."
Thank you, Mr. Lament. I'm her.
That is not my name.
Apologies, Henry. I 2 inquiries. Maybe you can help or not. And I pull out the cursed weapon I got at the well. Said, I've been having some issues with this weapon. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to potentially help with that. Or I'm also looking for maybe, and this is a stretch, I know, a katana gun.
He picks up the flail and it starts like rotating his hand super fast, starts like whipping itself around, and he goes, "Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do." And you're able to watch that he kind of like walks it down the counter, and he places it on like a little workbench area that has a bunch of like cogs, little tuning tools, like a wrench, a hammer here and there. And then he walks back to the cash register and goes, "So brass tacks, a katana gun, a gun that shoots katanas. It's a little bit crazy, isn't it?"
I mean, I was thinking more of the katana, like it's a rifle and a katana that is like together, so you can slash and you can shoot.
So it'd be like a weapon that you would use to, like, shoot someone in the head, then cut their head off?
Yes. But I need price points on all of this.
He goes, "Well, I will say, it's an antique." And he pulls out a katana. He pulls out a tanto. It's like a short sword from underneath the counter, and he puts it up onto the counter. And you're able to see that it has a flintlock pistol locked onto the back of it. So, like, imagine this. It's a short sword, like a little katana, basically, that has a larger kind of handle. The handle sticks out by about 6 inches more than where you would like grip it from, and you're able to see that the handle is it's like a flintlock pistol with the handle straightened out, where you grab it and there's a katana on the other end. So it's a flintlock pistol and a katana all in one.
Great.
So I'm gonna level with you.
Yeah.
We got this idea from a guy that was rumored to be operating about 10 years ago that was killing some monsters in Alatur. But we were able to
kind of like redesign it with some of my expertise from Zanwei Fu, and kind of like see if we could like modify it to work. Now, of course, we don't have the exact technology that he might have had, but we have this.
Okay. How much?
You know, I'm gonna level with you.
Yeah.
Never thought I was going to sell this. I don't even have a price tag on it.
You wanna do a
What
trade
if you
then?
traded? Yeah. What if you traded the weapon?
You could. That weapon that I just gave you, made by some of the finest hands I've ever met. What if you keep the flail, and I'll take the katana gun? If you're interested. in
Go
that
ahead
trade?
and give me a persuasion check. Yeah.
Guidance.
Bardic
It's a
consideration.
four.
D4.
We're getting this katana gun.
And what's
I'm
your
flipping
bardic?
my coin.
Okay.
What's your bardic carry?
Oh, it's a D6.
And what's the guidance?
D4.
You said persuasion.
Come on, you got it.
Hold up. 23?
Oh, he looks at you and he goes,
That seems like a fair trade to me.
Okay.
Yes.
and he holds out his arm to like kind of grab your forearm and to shake on it.
I shake on it.
They shake
Nice firm handshake.
He shakes on it as he breathes deeply again. Like you can hear like a lot of like heavy sighing like from underneath his like masked face. And he begins kind of like looking around and he goes,
I'm seeing a lot of empty holsters here. Is that a problem that needs to be solved?
Yes, indeed.
Then, for your friend taking a very difficult piece off my hands, I can give you each a personal fitting, find what you're good at.
That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Of course.
and you're able to hear as he begins to walk. He has keys on his belt that you're able to recognize. Probably unlocks all of the cages like around here, like to unlock all the weapons, basically. As he begins to walk around the counter and walk up to you guys, he goes,
Which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
he outstretches his hand to try to take your hand, and he goes,
Average palm size. Average length of fingers. No calluses, though. No gunpowder burns. Something smaller to start with you.
And he walks over to one of the cages that contains like revolvers. He takes out his keys and begins to put it in the lock. And as he begins to put it in the lock, you guys are able to hear as the door to the shop opens up. And walking into the shop, you're able to see about 5 very uniquely dressed, like almost basically like pirates in a way. You're able to see they have the same kind of slatted armor that he does. They have like more traditional like long swords at their hips. You're able to see like humans, elvish, like more like humanoid individuals, as they walk into the shop, and they have like revolvers and like rifles with their fingers on the trigger, as they walk into his shop. As they walk into his shop, Henry turns and goes,
Can I help you, gentlemen? In need of a reload.
and they say,
Now, Henry, they're gonna want to come with us. Captain's got a few words she needs to say.
Henry kind of looks to these guys, and you realize this dude is probably, like, he probably has guns hidden all over him, and he goes,
Peaceful talks.
to which these guards then immediately respond with,
It'll be quick.
it'll be quick. Any intervening here?
Insight check.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
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 This is
Yeah.
not the music.
Hold on, I got it.
7.
It's like a sweet little lullaby.
16 insight.
16 insight. Okay.
21.
21.
Okay.
21.
18.
18. Cowrie, you are infatuated by how weird their armor looks. Their armor looks super weird. Again, it's like weird. It's like slatted. They have like circular, almost like gong-like things covering their stomach. They look very odd. To the rest of you, you all look between Henry and these like pirates that have just walked in with their hands on like these like Old West guns. And first of all, with an insight check so high, obviously a hostile interaction. Obviously, this is not just like friends going out for a drink. Second of all, you realize that Henry's armor and their armor looks very similar. And Cowrie, I'll say that you kind of recognize that as well. You realize, oh shit, they both look equally weird. Like their armor comes from the same place. Her, Mud, and Olive, as the last check before we end off, because we're 5 minutes over, and I want to make sure I respect Gab's time. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Guidance.
We don't.
19.
19.
17.
17. 14. Olive, I think being the first to volunteer to get a weapon here, the fastest, like just in this moment, you're the fastest to adapt to the situation, try to put it together. Like, how can you flip this situation to somehow benefit you? And you realize that kind of like in this little bit of a standoff that's going on right here, as Henry, in this like 5-6 seconds, where nothing is said, and masked faces are kind of like taking stock of each other, and Henry's kind of like leveling, can I win this fight if I chose to? You realize, oh, their armor, like, was that, I'm sorry, is it a history check, right? I gotta say a lot of words.
Herstory.
Their armor, herstory, exactly. Their armor looks the same.
One of the good ones.
And not only does it look the same, you would imagine it comes from the same place. Slatted armor. It doesn't look like normal like breastplates, like knights, things like that. It doesn't look like pirate leathers and like flintlock holsters. It looks like Zan Wei Fu armor.
Captain.
And with that, you then remember back to the store. The kitchen sink. You walk in, and the first thing you see is an Aarakocra, a rooster Aarakocra, immediately get executed. And now, Olive, you spent a lot of time in the library growing up. You're probably more worldly just because you've read a lot about a lot of places, kind of like the idea, the dreams of youth of traveling the world, and you would learn that there are like a few species that are more prevalent in parts of the world than others, and you remember that Aarakocra come from Sakura Noaki in Zan Wei Fu, and bugbears come from Taireto Kyojin. With a 19 in history, as you just kind of think about it, well, you think back to the body, you think back to the katana covered in blood, you think back to the raspy voice, you think back to Curve Cut. First thing Curve Cut did was kill a Zan Wei Fu species the moment that you saw her. And you think maybe it might be, well, not a singular event, maybe she's trying to establish a pattern. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Heracles, what are you doing?
Oh, it's so people don't recognize her.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a good time?
Yes!
Yes,
Yeah.
and yes.
Oh, is Heracles talking like that because she don't have a beak?
We don't know that it's Heracles.
Who knows? Who
knows?
No, it could be anyone.
Well, and I'll also
Anyone.
say that, like, and of course, it's not Heracles. Like, you're all fucking stupid, and you never pay attention, and you're all wrong. But, like, no, but in all honesty, like, even if you know it's her, the fact that it's still interesting, you can put stuff together, is part of the fun. So, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. And you guys are all very smart. Like, but I hope Heracles as a figure, as an intro. For those of us watching in the future, Heracles is a missing person in another campaign that people have been like, whose absence has kicked off the entire campaign and is now totally not making an appearance in this game. But
Totally.
exactly.
Totally. Never.
but I hope is still interesting and very fun. So I hope everybody
Yeah.
had a good time. Again, we
Oh,
ended
yeah.
I wish Reika was here so we could just be like, you know what? You are Blizzard. Maybe there's a reason why you should be not ruling a nation.
Well, and the main reason why it's like, and then can I add, like, I'm just gonna tell you right now, Darby, when you were like, "Hi, Heracles," like, and I was like, "Do you say that in character?" Because if you would have said that in character, she would have killed you. So.
Carrie has zero reason to
Yeah.
have ever heard that name in their whole
Imagine
life.
you walk into a store and you see a pirate, captain, slaver, who is known for having no identity and no name, and you say a random name, and the first thing they do is cut your fucking head off. What a weird way to die. What a cowardly way to die.
Jeez.
Some ways to die.
Yeah.
So yes,
So many times.
I don't like Heracles.
everybody get very, and that's the thing, if I can make it not like I'm so excited for what I'm gonna do. But yes, we are approaching the end times in the way of like we have to be done with this right now. So everybody, we hope you had a great time. Jason, thank you for joining. To anybody watching, thank you for coming to the table. We hope you all have a nice evening, and we'll be catching you later. Peace out, guys. Much love.
Yo ho.
Bye.
Yo.